We are watching the birth of a baby, one of those everyday miracles that are all around us, but a miracle all the same. It is breaking out of its shell with the help of a special egg-breaking tooth that will fall out soon after it is born. And the strangest part of all is this. Only a few hours after it leaves the egg, it is able to go for a walk. How different most animal babies are from humans. Hardly any of them have a roof over their heads or need one. How few of them have to learn to walk or hop or run or even climb a tree. It takes some of them only minutes or days to do what it takes us humans years to learn. It seems unfair, doesn't it? The first thing to remember is this. Most animal babies don't have a childhood at all. And those who do, mainly mammals and birds, grow up very fast. And that's one reason why baby animals are always so hungry. We ask the stork, "How often do you feed your babies?" "Oh, about 20 times a day." "Seems like a lot more to me," growls father. "We seem to be at it from morning to night." "You're lucky," cries the swallow. "We have to feed our babies 200 times a day." What she doesn't know is that her next-door neighbor, the wren, has to feed her babies more than 1,000 times a day. They eat more than their own weight every single day. Animal babies grow up very fast. But of course, that's only compared with humans. Compared with chicks, some of them grow up very slowly. Look at these baby pelicans. They're almost as big as their parents, yet they still have to have their food chewed for them. They still depend on Ma and Pa Pelican for just about everything. But when they do grow up and learn all their lessons, they'll be wonderful flyers and fishermen, and far, far cleverer than chickens. Birds and mammals are warm-blooded animals. Frogs and fishes are cold-blooded. And the children of cold-blooded animals usually have to find their own food. And they have no one to protect them or even show them where to hide from deadly enemies like the pike. Perhaps that is why fish have so many babies. So very few of them live to grow up at all. And so being a chicken isn't so bad after all. Chickens may not be as clever as some birds. Their eyesight is poor, and they can barely fly. Mothers who care for them, at least for a little while, who show them where they can find their dinner, and who will defend them against over-curious strangers like the kitten. Curiosity in a kitten is strong, but not nearly as strong as the mother hen's concern for her babies. But then, these kittens are babies themselves. Without their mother's milk and care, they couldn't live out their first day on Earth. Fierce as a cat may be toward others, she is very loving to her kittens. She washes them several times a day, teaching them the lifelong habit of cleanliness. And she feeds them and plays with them. She won't let anyone come near them. Not even Patsy, the neighbor's dog, with whom she's usually friendly. Look how she arches her back, bares her claws, and chases her away. As for the kittens, they just go right on playing. For them, as for all mammal babies, playing is a way of learning, of discovering what their bodies can do. To a kitten, even catching a mouse is only a game, but it's a game that teaches it to hunt so that when it grows up, it will be a fine hunter. And that's also true of the baby hedgehog. It had gone out for a walk in the forest when it met a snake. Now, you might be scared, and so might I, but not this baby hedgehog. It seems to know right away who is master. Maybe it's only because its back is covered with armor that it feels so sure of itself. Still, it might have been different if the snake had been a really big one. After so exciting an adventure, baby hedgehog is glad to be back, and mother hedgehog is so glad to have her back. And what a back! All pins and prickles. I know, Mother Hedgehog tells them. You're growing up. But remember, you're not grown up yet. You've got to be more careful. But maybe way down deep, she's just a little bit proud. Hedgehogs grow up in a single summer, but not baby lions. They nurse longer than that, and they won't be fully grown till they're 5 years old. As for this queen of the jungle, this fierce lioness, she's as loving to her cubs as any mother in the animal kingdom. Yes, when it comes to babies, lions are no different than other mammal parents. Only they do watch over them longer than most, about 1.5 years, giving them lots of time to learn. By then, they have begun to grow into really powerful and clever beasts. But of all the animals, the one most like us is probably the chimpanzee. He thinks he's clever, and for a non-human, he certainly is. Maybe it's because he's so very curious about everything. Anyway, he has lots of time to learn. He won't be grown up till he's nearly 9, and that's old for an animal. Nature is a kind of mother, too, and being a mother, she has her own way of protecting her children, plants as well as animals. In birds and mammals, she has implanted a great love of children, knowing that they will take good care of what they love. But children have to grow up. Secretly, the little genet knows it. And the mouse in its burrow, and the monkey in the tree, and the fierce lioness in the jungle, and the gentle stag in the woods. The clever storks certainly know it. And so do the swallows. And as for the young pelicans, they can't wait. Goodbye, they shout. Look at us. We're grown up at last. We're on our way. But we human children can wait. We have much more to learn and much, much farther to go.